There's a big vote coming up in Easthampton, and residents must decide if the city should move forward with the construction building of a new school on Park Street, which would consolidate 3 elementary schools and the middle school into one campus. There's a lot of money on the line, and not everyone backs the plan. Carolee McGrath sat down with an Easthampton City Councilor and a building committee member to learn more.
So we're pretty excited. We have a wonderful opportunity for our city. What we're looking to do is we're seeking approval to build a pre-K through 8 school where we would be consolidating all of the schools in our city. We have 3 elementary schools and 1 middle school currently. So we're looking to consolidate them and build 1 new school, and we're looking to pass a debt exclusion tax override to fund that. The state is paying roughly half of the cost of the project for us. So it's a great opportunity for us. Our elementary schools are over 100 years old. Maple Elementary School was built 120 years ago in the 1800s, and it's really needed for our school system. The buildings just aren't appropriate for education today. They're just not serving us in what we need to do for providing a quality education for the 21st century.
So give us the layout a little bit, Owen, on where this is going to be on Park Street and kind of like what this school would look like.
Correct. So the plan, the pre-K through 8 plan, calls for a new consolidated building that will be in the same site where our current middle school is, Whitebrook Middle School, and they'll build on a new footprint for the new building and eventually take down Whitebrook, correct?
Yes.
It will be, I consider this more of almost a campus than one single school, in the sense that you'll have a separate middle school and you'll have a separate pre-K elementary, but with some shared facilities, such as a gymnasium and cafeteria, et cetera. And so and each of the elementary schools will also have their own kind of distinct wings. So you'll have a very distinct feel in terms of each separate grade being separate, and then separation between the elementary and the middle school as well.
Okay, because I'm sure parents will be saying, "Oh my gosh, my kindergartner is going to be in with an 8th grader." Is that a concern that you've addressed?
It's a concern I've heard a lot in the community, and I totally understand, because if you look at our current paradigm, you have kindergarten through elementary school, and I'll note too that in our community currently, elementary school only goes to 4th grade. Mm-hmm. Our middle schoolers start at 5th grade, and that's just
a big jump.
It's a big jump. And developmentally, it's just not an appropriate time to be starting in a separate building. But our only frame of reference is to kind of see elementary school, middle school, and middle school, for the most part, is this big change socially, educationally as well. And our current model for middle school almost resembles more of a high school type of situation. The research shows, however, that if you actually combine the two, or if you have a school building where there's opportunity for the middle schoolers up through 8th grade to interact with the younger children, it creates more of a slower spectrum of transition from elementary school to middle school. And there's also great opportunities in a model like that to provide areas of mentorship, such as reading buddies and pen pals, where you kind of really slowly transition up through the grades. And then eventually when you're ready, when you're 14 or so in 8th grade, you're ready, or 13, you're ready to go to high school. It gives kids a chance to be kids much longer instead of be pushed into this more adult model.
And tell us a little bit about the tax portion of this. I know that some people in the community, as in every town that goes through this sort of a vote, there's always people who are worried, maybe because their kids have already graduated and they're gone, about property taxes. What could you say about that?
Well, we don't know exactly what the tax impact will be, but we have estimates. And so there's a range. And the reason we don't know more definitively at this point in time is because the mayor is going to wait till we get much closer to construction to actually bond and figure out how to bond this project. And there's so many different options. It can vary greatly depending on the life of the bond and that sort of thing. Our estimates are worst case scenario, and we're looking at a range of between $600 and $800 for the average homeowner in Easthampton per year. And we know that the project will not exceed $109 million. So that's a guarantee, and the state is providing roughly half of that funding. So it's a really great opportunity for us.
And I think something else I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to add something really quickly, that we understand as a community that any tax increase really hits all of our residents, especially the people most vulnerable, the elderly, people on fixed incomes. There's a couple things that we've done to address that recently. We've raised the abatement in the tax abatement that's available to people from $700 to $1,000 and lowered the age for that to $65. And then last night as well, the City Council voted unanimously to send a proposal to committee to use revenues from cannabis money to offset taxes for potentially some specifically vulnerable populations or even across the board for everybody. So we're thinking about this, and we're really thinking about how we can make this work for our whole community.
Tell us a little bit about having a new build like this. Obviously comes with some features that older schools didn't have, especially when you talk about consolidating on one campus and the security that could provide in terms of all the different things that we've seen. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. I mean, the thing I'll just say briefly first is that it's unfortunate in this day and age that we even have to worry about securities in our school.
But we
and
do.
I know, and the threat of gun violence, and that's a whole other issue we have to tackle. The nice thing about building a new school is that we can integrate our security plan directly into the build, as opposed to have to retrofit it into current buildings and buildings that are over 100 years old and weren't designed to accommodate modern security features. So what I will say is that the design is very friendly in terms of making the school as secure as possible. The entryways will be open when the kids go to schools, but then there'll be essentially gates that will close, and then there'll be a limited point of access for all of the entrances that will have to go basically through the office in a very circuitous route that will enter right through the area right next to the school resource officer. There'll be cameras everywhere, there'll be multiple alarms, there'll be tempered glass, there's even potential to look at bulletproof glass. Again, it's unfortunate we have to talk about that.
But it's amazing that that's the point we're at with the new
Yes.
construction, because the older schools, a lot of them didn't even have locks on the doors.
Right.
And
So
we can't retrofit.
Right.
Like, we can't do any sort of lockdowns in our middle school. Currently, it's an open classroom concept, and there is no doors. So we can't provide, no matter what, those features for our current buildings.
So the vote is May 22nd.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what happens if people say no.
Well, that would be unfortunate, but yes, this is kind of a one-shot deal. This is our opportunity. If this doesn't pass, we go back to the drawing board. We would have to reapply to the Massachusetts School Building Authority. It took us 4 years to get to this point. We provided a statement of interest 4 years ago. We were accepted after 2 years of waiting, and it's taken us 2 years of work with the Massachusetts School Building Authority to get to this point. So we need to start over again. And so one of the things we're concerned about too is that we don't know when we would be accepted, if we would be accepted. We don't know. We don't know what the contribution from the state would be if we are accepted. So all of it is unknown and uncertain. So we really see this as an important, the time is now. Okay. And it's important to take advantage of this opportunity now.
So Owen and Deborah, thank you so much for coming in and explaining what you guys have coming up in Easthampton. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.